Hello and welcome. My name is Melissa. I'm so glad that you're here. I think I say that every time, but I mean it every time. So I really am glad that you're here. We're gonna set some goals for April. First, we're gonna look back at March and then we'll set the goals for April. But I will say I am really excited to do these videos a little differently and include like a whole reset for the month. However, right now, we have my mom living with us, my husband and I. If you're new around here, my husband Chris and I live with our two dogs here in Iowa. And my mom lives by herself about like 10 or 15 minutes away, but she just had surgery a couple weeks ago. So she's been recovering, staying at our house so that we can kind of help her out a little bit while she is doing that. And we're happy to help, but that means that I haven't really been like having time to film. And right now I feel like, okay, I'm gonna spend like the next 20 minutes and just film while she's like out of the house. But that means that I probably won't do like the full reset for the month. I put together a whole little to-do list of just things that I want to do at least once a month that I always forget to do. So I am gonna try to do those. I'm gonna try to wash my duvet cover. I'm gonna give my dogs their flea and tick medicine. I'm gonna actually try to wash my makeup brushes, wash my wedding ring. I like to paint my toes like once a month. I just paint those because I feel like they last fine. But also I'm overdue I do my glue-on nails to my fingers and I haven't done that. I think it's like a sign that I'm stressed out because I'm just like, I can't even like take the time to do it. And I really should because I would feel better if I did that. But anyway, what else was I going to do? Oh, refill I have like a all-purpose spray, like concentrate. Concentrate, is that how you say the word? So I'm gonna refill our little spray bottle so that I can actually do some spring cleaning. We'll talk about that when we talk about April goals. But anyway, let me look back at March and we will talk about that together. If you missed the video, I will try to link it below. Honestly, it was like a mixed bag, I think. I went for balance, so even by definition, that was like kind of my goal. So I did have a little mixed bag. Oh, also, we haven't talked about this, but I used the app Habit. I think that's just what it's called. At least on my phone, it just shows up as Habit. It's like a little pink icon. And I can add my goals and then actually track them. And so that's what I did. And I can look back as I go through these. I will look here. You don't need to see them. I was going to show you, but I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. So one of my goals for March was to eat between 1,800 and like 2,100 calories with like certain macros. I'm gonna be honest, I actually did better than that, or I kind of made it like stricter for myself. I did less calories. Maybe that's what I should say. Because like 1 to 2 weeks into March, I was like, I'm gaining weight. I'm not maintaining, and I'm certainly not losing. And I just felt really full, like even like not just satisfied, but like really full. And so I knew that I could cut that back. And then in April, where did it go? I'm like, I know I tracked it. Okay. So not in April, in March, I tracked, I don't know if you can see, oh, there's my window. I tracked the days that I actually did, like, I call it eat my containers. This was eye-opening for me because I knew that like every once in a while on the weekends I would, we'd have a date night and that doesn't really count, or we'd have a treat. But seriously, the only days that ever had 100% on my food was a Monday through Thursday. Every single Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I ate off plan, let alone like there were a couple other days in there. And to be fair, my goals should never really be like all or nothing. So eating like a treat that my husband and I planned is different than just going all in for like a full cheat day where it's like, whatever, I'll just do the whole thing. That's obviously different, but it was shocking to see that. So only 16 days out of the month did I actually do my containers. Let's see. My other goal was no coffee on an empty stomach. I did accomplish that. That was good. Strength training 5 times a week. I did that. I wanted 8,000 steps a day. So if I go in here, we go. So for walking in March, I'm trying to think, I guess I would have to do the math to do there. You can kind of see it shows like how much of the circle, like how much of the goal is met for each day. I did, my daily average. Okay, it does tell me. My daily average was 5,850, and obviously I wanted that to be 8,000, so not as great on that. I wanted to spread out my cheats and treats, so instead of being good all week and then having one huge cheat meal where I just go all in, trying to just kind of balance it throughout the week. 30 minutes of reading a day. Let me check and see if I have that one. Okay, so that one I did on 21 days, not all 31. So better, I guess, than the eating, but not great. I could have done better. I wanted to air out the house daily. Let's see where that is. 21 days again. Okay, 21 out of 31. I want to do that more, but I think it like rained one day and then I just like got out of the habit and forgot. Okay, no phone after 8 p.m. Chris and I both did, 21 days again. Interesting. And then Chris and I wanted to get out of the house at least one weeknight. I think we did. Maybe we didn't this week. This week it's been really rainy. And it's just kind of like, well, we've been tired. And so maybe this was the week that we didn't. But anyway, overall, I feel like I did a good job on my goals. Not all or nothing, and I think that's one thing that I'm learning as I set my April goals. I tried to give them actual like numerical like values so that I can shoot for that, if that makes sense. Okay, as I looked at what I wanted from April, in fact, I will link, I just did a video, the last one I did, which was like resetting our house for April and kind of giving it some spring decor and just getting excited about spring. And I am excited about spring because winter is over, but I'm realizing and I'm trying to lean into spring and not trying to force it to be summer. I think I try to do that, and sometimes in Iowa it goes straight from winter to summer, so it's easy to get caught up in that. But spring is its own thing, and when I expect it to be summer, I'm disappointed. So what I was trying to think about is, I think spring, it's like, guess what? I don't have to wear bathing suits yet. I don't have to wear tank tops and shorts yet. I don't have to be outside all the time because it's going to be rainy, it's going to be windy or cold. But I do have some like energy now. Like I'm kind of coming out of winter hibernation and I'm ready to embrace like the sun stays up longer. Like we have energy in the evenings. We don't want to go straight to bed, you know? And I want to enjoy that, but maybe indoors. So my big theme word for April is clean. And I'm going to explain like how that ties into my different goals, but it's kind of like we're going to enjoy energy, but inside, and then summer outside. We'll get there later though. Okay. So here, I will show you my goals for April. And I'm going to plug these into my little habit app and I will track that and see how we do. So, this first one, it's between 12 and 1,500 calories. So that's what I ended up doing toward the end of the month of March. And I like that. So I'm going to continue that into April. I said my goal is 20 days because I think it was just 15 that I got for March. So I'd like to stretch that and get 20 days. So that means even on some weekends, I need to be perfect. 70 ounces of water on at least 15 days. It should be so easy to get waters in. I don't know why I struggle with this. It's free. It's like, it's not hurting anyone. It's like, why can I not stinking drink my waters? But I'm going to this month. So I was thinking like, okay, clean eating and then water. I just think water is purifying. Water is cleansing. So that goes along with my theme of clean. And then we're going to try again. We're going to do an average of 8,000 steps a day and no phone after 8 p.m. I really liked those goals and I liked the days that I actually got to meet those goals was really enjoyable. So I want to do that this month. And then one walk with Chris per week. This is kind of like as it's getting nicer, but you know, every night it's not possible. It's going to be rainy and cold some of the month. So at least one of the days we can do it. Sorry. We can even do an indoor walk if we want to go walk around a store or something like that. I want to burp the house. That's like where you open up the windows no matter what the weather is outside. Just air out the house a little bit. It's purifying. So cleansing, clean, for 25 days at least. That would be like a step up from the 21 that I did in March. And then I have a planner that has like every day and every week it has some housework like broken down. It like splits it up, you know, into each day. And I would like to be on top of that. I think that, like I said, I have energy. I want to clean. I want to go crazy. I want to like do all the things. And right now is the time when I can do that inside because it's not quite perfect weather outside. And so if I clean the house really well now and like organize and kind of like lean into that, then when summer comes, I can just sit outside and read in the sun, and I am happy about that. So, and then also it'll be hopefully a video that I get to share with you, but I want to declutter my closet again and then get ready for like spring clothes. There are a few things that I need as we leave the winter months and go into warmer April. So I am excited about those. They feel like achievable, but a little bit of a challenge. And some of these are a stretch because I could see what I did in March and I want to do better in April. That's just, I don't know. I love setting goals and I like doing it monthly because every month you get a chance to kind of reflect and then look forward and adjust and pivot. And right now my mom is living with us. And so that was a big factor in some of the goals that I did not set. Like there are things that I maybe wanted to, but we just don't know how to plan right now. And we don't even know how long she'll be with us. And it's just, we don't know what time we'll have, you know, where I can do things or if it's going to be that the house is full, you know. So anyway, just learning to kind of live in my season, pivot, and set those goals accordingly. Okay. I also like to share a list of things that are helping me with my goal. So helping me have a clean April. Number one, and I'm not paid to say this or anything, but I get all my workouts and my nutrition plan and recipes and everything from Beachbody. So I just want to say that, and I'll link it below. Beachbody On Demand, I've used them for now 10 years, and that's really cool. Obviously, when I'm doing it well, I've had great success and lost weight, and then when I take my eye off the prize, I gain that weight back. But that's not their fault. That's my fault. So that is helping me big time. Also, the planner that I mentioned, I can link that below as well. It's from Passionate Penny Pincher, and they have this planner that, I don't know, I never really had a good rhythm for cleaning my home. It wasn't something that I just intuitively knew or like saw growing up. And so to have a planner that just breaks it down a little bit each day, I can do the thing. Chris can help out because if he can look at the checklist and see that like, oh, she hasn't taken the trash out yet, I can do that. He checks it off for me, which is so nice, and I love that. And then once I'm done with that day's checklist, it's like, oh, I can relax, and there's no guilt in my brain saying like, you should do more. So I really, really like that. The Habit app, that's what I use to just keep track of my goals, and I'm really enjoying it. I like looking back and seeing the data and seeing, oh my goodness, every weekend I'm off of my plan for what I was supposed to eat. But anyway, the other app, and I've talked about this in other videos, so I won't do it too much, but Tiny Decisions. I am a person who gets decision fatigue so easily, and I get paralyzed if I need to make a decision and I just pause. Tiny Decisions, it helps me, and it just takes away the pressure of making a choice for dinners, for what I'm going to read next, what music I'm going to listen to, all of it. Oh, the other things, I should have brought it in. Speaking of like getting in my waters, I am a BrewMate girl. So my BrewMate, I love, love, love. I have like the 40 ounce eras. I have the 30 ounce eras. Now I have a 25 ounce Risa. I have some others. I don't know. I love them. I I mean, it doesn't have to be that. That one's just for me because it breaks apart so easy for cleaning. You can lock it and like literally turn it upside down and it does not leak. And then also the straw, like on the bottom in the bottle, it's stainless steel, but the top, it's like this little rubber that you can kind of like chew on. I don't chew on it, but like I just enjoy the texture of the straw so much, and it's not cold against my teeth. If that doesn't excite you, then maybe it's not for you. But if it did, then I'll link those below too. The other thing is the Libby app. I get all of my books from the library, but I like an ebook, and so Libby, and it's free, and I can read sometimes at work, and sometimes for sure at home and in the car when I'm not driving. That sounded weird, but and then also a physical Sudoku book. This is what I do after 8 p.m. when I put my phone up and we're watching TV. And I should be able to just watch TV and not have to do anything with my hands, but I can't. And so I have a physical Sudoku book that I love to do. And that's what I do. And that is what's going to help me this month reach my clean goals. Okay, the last thing I want to do is share the books that I've read in the last month. So let me find them. I use Goodreads to track my books. In March, let me see. Oh, I read, The Will of the Many. Okay, this was 5 stars from me. Loved it. So let me give you the words. The genre words are like fantasy, fiction, dark academia, science fiction, mystery. I loved this book. It was kind of intense for me. Like if I read it right before bed, I had to stop reading it before bed because then I was like, there were some images in my head going, but that also means it was written well. I don't want to give it away, but it's so good. And there's a second one, so I'm waiting for that one, and I cannot wait. I highly recommend this book. It kind of reminded me of like Harry Potter, but darker and more science fiction, not magic, kind of. Anyway, okay. The Will of the Many. Good. The next one, Iron Gold. I love this whole series. It's the Red Rising saga. So the words are science fiction, fantasy, dystopia, space opera. I love that that's the word. This is book number 4, so I'm not going to tell you too much about it because that would ruin the other books. But Red Rising, I highly recommend that series. I really like it. And then I read Big Dumb Eyes, Stories from a Simpler Mind. This is by my favorite comedian, Nate Bargatze. So it was just time. I don't know why it took me so long to finally read it, but I did, and it was just fun. If you know him and like him, I think you'll like the book even better. But it's just like it was the perfect book like right before bed because it's just easy. Every chapter is its own thing. There's not like a plot line, It's just little stories, and I liked it. Oh, that one. Oh, I will say, sorry, if I didn't say, Iron Gold got 5 stars. I gave Big Dumb Eyes 3 stars just because he's clearly not like an author, and it didn't like hook me. It was just good. So 3 is, I don't know. I'm going to stand by that. And then the last one is The Poisoned King. This was the sequel to Impossible Creatures. So I won't give too much away except for the words are fantasy, middle grade fiction. I think these would be fun books to read aloud someday to your kid. So I gave it 3 stars just because it's not really for my age group, but I enjoyed it. It was well written. I liked the little world that they're building of magical creatures, and it was a fun read. So that was everything I read in March. So thank you. I need to get to work and actually do some of those things that I was just talking about and actually reach my goals. So I'm going to get to that. And thank you for sticking around. Make sure you subscribe, especially if you want to see that closet declutter and my spring clothes, because that's coming up hopefully next. And yeah, like the video, comment, and let me know, what are you setting for your goals for April, or what do you like about spring? Because I need more things to celebrate about spring so that I don't think that it's just summer. So anyway, let me know, and I will see you next time. Bye.